Alrighty, welcome back to Well That Sucks. You want to know what sucks? Is I've had this zit on my face for like a week and it won't go away, and it's the second time in like a couple months that I got it right there. Unbelievable. Stupid body. Stop being stupid. Let's start off with number 19. Happy I booked the window seat. See, your mistake here is you book the window seat instead of booking the aisle seat. See, you always book the aisle seat. That way, if you need to go pee, or if all of a sudden you need to throw up on an airplane, which has happened to me before, you can go to the bathroom and you don't have to disturb the other sleeping passengers next to you, because I don't understand how people sleep on planes, but they do. So the aisle seat is the winner. Always. It might rain today. I think I'll take my umbrella out. That went well. You know, if your umbrella went that far, I think it might have been a little bit too windy to take off your umbrella, because if it launched like a football field, I don't know. Did you not think about, hey, these are like 100-mile-an-hour winds. If my umbrella doesn't detach, I might just go flying like Mary Poppins. So let me take out my umbrella. It sounds like a good idea. Like that's requiring some hurricane force winds there to have that happen. What the heck, dude? I feel like they couldn't have been unexpected at this point. It sucks, but something was gonna give here, whether it was just gonna break off, fold up, you go flying. I don't really know. You were in for a ride regardless. The washer is leaking, they said. Bro, this scares me, and this is why I never, ever... Oh, the washer is not leaking. Oh, that's not good at all. This happens on my street like every couple of weeks or so. The water main breaks. Water starts bubbling up through the street. Looks a lot like that. Then the entire road starts to buckle. And then they come over to fix it. They cut a whole big thing in the road, patch it up terribly. The entire road is completely destroyed and looks like an off-roading course. And then it breaks 2 weeks later again. They keep repeating the process, and nothing ever actually works at the end of it. So that's why there's a whole stretch of road to my house that's like, it's just like this. It's probably like a quarter-mile stretch of just the water main has broken at least every 10 feet along the way. When there's the next big earthquake, it's just gonna be a geyser. No need at all. Why would someone do this? Why do this to mine and my dog's home? No need. I don't know, I guess there are a couple options here. One is just someone being a dick. The other is it could be, I'm just thinking about Skid Row in LA, and there's a lot of mental illness, obviously, and there's not necessarily logic behind actions. Some of the time there, someone might just slash a tent because, I don't know, they feel like it. That brings up a whole other discussion about, Skid Row and LA, and it's, yeah. Anyway, but I'm sorry that happened. That seems pretty lame. I feel bad for this guy. Oh, yep, the classic. The absolute class. Saw that coming. I'm like, how is this going to go poorly when I see somebody holding up a glass beer bottle? Well, the only way that happens is when someone clanks it over the top with another one. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating physics thing that we've definitely seen on this subreddit before in other instances. It's stunning how well it works. I want to do it at some point, but also I don't want to get punched in the face for doing that. So, but man, it's fascinating. It's just, I don't know, why is it specifically when you hit the top of the glass bottle with the other glass bottle, it's something about the force, it causes a little vacuum to form at the bottom, and then when it rushes back in to fill that void, it just causes all the bubbles to form, and it just whoop. I've seen a slow motion video because I'm like, how does this happen? And there's like a slow motion video on YouTube because there's a video of everything on YouTube. And it's just, oh my God, it's amazing. And I still haven't done it. Finally, I can go inside and relax. Is he about to get hit by like an avalanche or something? And it's just gonna fill in the entire thing that he shoveled? Or it's gonna fall off the roof and cover the entire thing. One of the two. What's gonna happen? Either way, whatever he just shoveled is, oh, he's gonna slam the door and it's gonna come off the roof! Prediction level 100. Can you imagine? It's like, God dang. All I had to do was gently bring the door in. I have this problem where my front door will like slam itself, but for some reason, I don't know, I've always had the habit my entire life is I never just leave a door to close after I've gone through. I always bring the door in. That's not a thing that most people do. Most people just like either give it a yank and then leave, hoping that it's going to follow them, or just leave it, assuming it's going to close itself. And my front door will hit hard, and there's like a big piece of glass on it. I'm always like, please just bring it in all the way. And so many times people don't. I'll tell you, if I had snow, it would just whoosh. When that happens, it's just and I encourage everybody to do this. Just bring the door in all the way to close. Don't let it slam unless it has one of those like office building kind of door closers where you have to let it go on its own. Otherwise you're pulling it, you're like, it won't close. It's just slowly moving. And then you let it go and it just kind of cruises in. I don't know how the physics work in those things. But anyway, we just got into a whole tangent about door closing etiquette and stuff. Bring him in. He just want to look pretty. This bird waits for my coworker to show up every morning, then spends the day looking at itself in the mirror and taking a dump. Oh my God. It just wants to see how its waistline gets brought in the more and more it lets out of its butt. That's very voluminous short right there. I bet that it actually makes a pretty sizable percentage difference in the bird's weight. Like, that thing can probably fly much longer distances as soon as it lets all that go. Whew, great metabolism though. Great metabolism. Just throw the whole child away at this point. Warning, gross. Oh no. Oh God. I don't know if we've seen this in a video, but I've seen this and it's so unsettling. How do you go? God. Oh. What does that feel like? And it's invisible. You don't even see it when the hair is being combed, and then you take the comb out and it's just like, oh God, no. Oh no. Oh God. Starting short up. That's the world's greatest defense mechanism. Everybody disperses. Oh my God. It's like somebody just fired off a weapon. I mean, that is essentially a weapon. It's a biological weapon. Look at the kid in the green that's just up close chilling there. He's like, I don't mind this whole thing, dude. This is nature. I'm getting it like just real close to nature with this. Clapping, waking up, or clapping, wake up. Wait, excuse me, what? Is this staged? Or did this person actually just have such a quick reaction to start? Like, she was clapping before her eyes had even fully opened. She's just ready to go. Oh, yep. No, I was totally awake that whole time. I have no idea what you were talking about. Yeah. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations to me. Yeah, I did a good job today. It's good work. What's everybody clapping about? I'm just joining in. Yep. No, I wasn't sleeping. Not at all. Just incredible reflexes, though. Really, really stellar. Got home from work today, realized I've been walking around meeting clients with a giant 6 to 7 inch rip in my pants that no one said anything about, so I figured the internet should also know. Oops. Hey man, you've been doing those squats, getting those booty gains, and you should take that as a compliment. Your pants just couldn't contain it anymore. This refund my coworker had to process today. Reason for return, animal passed away. I guess that is a valid reason for returning the product. Picked up my car from the mechanic yesterday after having a bunch of things replaced, totaling $2,100 just to have it burst into flames on me this morning. I'm too poor for this short. Wow, that went real badly. That doesn't even look like that old of a car. You don't often see Mini Coopers bursting into flames, do you? That's usually more of a thing that's reserved for supercars. Usually supercars are the ones that are bursting into flames every now and again when they're very new, and that shouldn't happen. I mean, hey, you know what? Fingers crossed that the fire had to do with one of the parts that was replaced, because those parts should be under warranty. And you shouldn't be out of pocket, hopefully, for anything. And hopefully the insurance will just give you a full payback that might I don't actually know how it works. I've never had to file an insurance claim before, so I don't know if you get back the $2,100 or if you just get the depreciated value of the car or how exactly it would work. But it's still a bummer because it's a headache nonetheless. But I feel like if it does have something to do with the parts, then you should at least get a full refund plus the value of the car through insurance. So hopefully you get a full-on investigation there. I think more than one drink was needed after that text. Most embarrassing moment of my life. All players lay their phones on the table, wait for the first person to receive a push notification that person drinks. Is this real? A sexual partner recently tested positive for an STD and is notifying you via our anonymous notification tool to recommend you get tested. Did this actually happen? That was the first notification that popped up on your phone after pulling a card in this game. That's an actual tragedy. Okay. Does it like, I don't know, I feel like it might be good to, I don't know, inform you of what they tested positive for? God, can you, you just be like, I'm gonna leave now, everybody, because I am stressed out, and I'm gonna be stressed out until I get the results from this. So, okie dokie, I'm gonna go. In the past week, my dog of 14 years died. I've been sick. My dad had emergency heart surgery, and this is what I woke up to on my day off. I'm assuming that's a break-in and it's not like a tree branch that fell on your car or something. Yeah, I guess when it rains, it pours. I don't know why. It feels like when bad things happen, they are completely compounded, right? And I don't know if that's confirmation bias. It's just that when you're already down, you're more likely to focus on the negatives. Or if it's just statistically, bad things genuinely come in packs. I don't know. Jonah Hill dropping his coffee. You know, as obnoxious as it would be to have paparazzi following you all over the place, sometimes it'd be worth it just to get a photo like this of the coffee midway falling out of the cup, because there's no other possible way that this photo happens unless you are a celebrity who gets followed by paparazzi. How else? I guess you could get a 1 in a million shot. There are photos on Reddit of perfect timing that are similar coincidences, but otherwise, what are the odds that your coffee's just gonna fall off the lid? Jonah, that is a very dangerous way to carry your coffee, especially when it's full. All right, dude? You gotta hold it by the cup itself. You can't trust those lids. You never know if they've got a tight enough seal. Maybe you've been doing it for a while, but sometimes different batches come out, different sizes, different temperatures can affect the expansion of plastic, my dude. Hold it by, I know it's cold, it's chilly, your hand is gonna get all the condensation on it, but at the end of the day, at least you'll avoid this. But maybe, you know what, this worked out for you because you got the paparazzi shot, and that's a quality candid right there. So I'd post that on Instagram if I were him. And the top for the last month, also coffee related. I work at a small coffee shop. My boss just absentmindedly poured unroasted beans into a batch of roasted ones. Here's us separating 10,000 beans by hand. Really? Really? Is this like some like $100,000 coffee or something, boutique coffee shop? Because I don't know how much coffee really costs, actually. I don't drink it. I don't buy bags of coffee beans. But I just feel like, actually, the amount of human labor, the amount of time that it would take in order to sort out these beans, and the amount of hourly wages you have to pay the employees who are working on that instead of something else, is actually probably more expensive than the coffee beans that you would just end up losing, like, by just being like, oh, that's a write-off. So I don't know. I would want a coffee expert to actually give a calculation, assuming, I don't know, how much are these people making where this is at. Let's say they're making like $12 an hour, okay? $12 to $15 an hour. How long is that gonna take? How big is that bucket? Can someone find the listing at Home Depot as to where you can get that bucket from, so you know exactly the size, about how much it's filled up? What's the average sorting rate for coffee beans from a bucket like this where they're all mixed together? Is it really worth their time, or just toss it? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Either way, I guess, you know, at the end of the day, it's probably easier than dealing with customers. You're just dealing, you know, the coffee beans can't yell at you. They'll be pretty consistent. So fun, I guess. That's it for the last month of Well, That Sucks. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of these. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And that's where we'll leave it off. I'll see you next time.